Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah Meltzer, and I just want to talk to you a little bit and give you an overview of what edTPA is. edTPA stands for Education Teacher Performance Assessment. And this is an opportunity for you as a teacher candidate to demonstrate your teaching skills. And I know you may have heard lots about this because it is a licensure requirement, but it really is not all that difficult or scary when you think about it. So I just want to break it down in simplified terms for you. So first of all, edTPA has three parts: planning, implementation, and assessment. And this is basically what you've been doing in the last 3 years in your program and what you've been learning. So you really just want to put this into action. So first of all, when you think about when you're going to develop your lesson plans, the first thing you need to think about is, what are you going to teach? So you consider what standards, what objectives, any requirements that you want to teach, and that's what you're going to focus on. And then you need to think about who. Who is your audience? What grade level? What experience do they come to the classroom with? Is this an introductory lesson? Is this more of an advanced lesson? So who is this audience? You may need to teach differently to one group of children than you might to another group. So that's really important to think about. And then you need to think about how. Consider your learning styles in the classroom. Think about those students. How are they going to learn best? What strategies might you use? What kind of classroom activities? Do you want to do a lecture mostly, or would you want to do more group work or more individual work or project-based? So those are things that you need to think about. And then you need to consider also, how are you going to know that the students understand what you've taught? You teach it, you know your audience, and you know how you're going to do it, but how do you know that you're successful, that they've actually learned that? So you need to come up with an assessment, some kind of test or activity that you're going to be able to collect information from to tell you whether they understand it. And then after that, you're ready. You have your lesson plans, you have your materials, and you're ready to go. So it's time to teach. The implementation is teaching those lessons. And you do all those activities, use all those materials you created, collect the information from the students. And with that information, you're now ready to assess. So you collect that data, you analyze that data, the scores, the information that you had from them, and you reflect. Reflect on not only the data that you collected, but also on the feedback that you gave the students and their reaction to your feedback. Did they understand what you were saying to them? Can you see that there's improvement? And with this reflection on all of these things that you have done and the student response, you can determine student learning. Did they understand what you did? Do you really know how well they did? What do you need to reteach? Where do you need to go from here? So it's just as simple as that. We have edTPA. Task 1 is planning. Task 2 is implementation. And task 3 is the assessment. It's as easy as that. And as time goes on, we'll talk more about the little details and how you'll do that. So together, we'll get through this. Thanks.